We're in a little bit of a trust series right now, learning how to trust God in maybe a different way than you were taught or a different way than what you've tried to do before. It can be challenging. None of us like to be uncomfortable. None of us like to fail. None of us like to make mistakes. All that's part of learning and growing, and that's completely fine. I guess it's not fine if you're having anxiety about it, but it is part of the natural process. Trusting God has a lot to do with his sovereignty. So let's just take a minute or two and talk about what that means. We talked about this in the last video a bit. Sovereignty of God means he sees it all, he knows it all, and he can do things that we cannot imagine, impossible things. Sometimes it's just straight up miracles, but sometimes it's things where we never thought that person could ever change, or we never thought, wow, I never thought I could be strong enough to handle a situation like this, or whatever it may be. Trusting in God's sovereignty means he's going to work it out. And I know that. And the end result may not look like I want it to. May not. That person may not be healed like I asked God for. Or maybe I am going to stay in this dead end job for another 5-10 years. Or maybe I'm never going to get that dream house that every time I drive by, I just ask Jesus if I could just have one thing, it would be to live in that house. Maybe the outcomes aren't going to be what you think. The sovereignty of God is something so much better. And I can tell you what, I would much rather live a life of peace in my heart and stillness and faith in my mind than my dream house. I've got dream houses. I love designing. I love picking things like that out. In fact, sometimes my family and I will actually go to open houses just to dream and just to have fun because it's really fun. I love it. But still, I would much rather have peace of mind than to have my dream house. God knows what you need. He knows what's going to give you contentment. So ultimately, that's what we're searching for. We're searching for comfort. We're searching for contentment. And that comes most often through our growth and through healing. God knows that. That's part of his sovereignty. Trusting his sovereignty means trusting that he's going to do what's best for us. And it really is best for us.